Hey everyone, today we're looking at short multiplication. So we're going into our multiplication facts now. Remember, the more you practice your times tables, the better you will get at it. So what you need to do is click on number, multiplication and division, find year 4 and click on the lesson. So it's more short multiplication. So how do you solve difficult multiplication problems, ones that are too difficult to solve mentally? For example, 87 times 9. Fortunately, we can solve such problems using a written method. For multiplication, we can use one of two methods. To multiply a large number by a single digit, we use a method called short multiplication. To solve trickier problems involving multiplying two larger numbers, we can use a method called long multiplication. Looks like the mathematician in charge of fancy titles was off when these two methods were invented. In this lesson, we'll be looking at short multiplication only. We use the short multiplication method when we multiply a number with two or more digits by a one-digit number. For example, 79 times 8. We lay out short multiplication in a similar way to column addition and subtraction. So you place value at the top, digits in the correct place value column. The numbers should line up 1 in the ones column and tens in the tens column. The biggest number goes on the top. We are going to multiply each digit in the top number by 8. So 79 times 8. We start with the ones. 8 times 9 is 72. 72 is 7 tens and 2 ones. So we write 2 in the ones column and 7 in the tens column. But we can't put that 7 there because it's in the way of our answer. We need to carry it, so we write it underneath. Now we multiply the next digit by 8, which is 8 times 7 tens, which is 56 tens. Add our 7 tens underneath, it's 63 tens. So our answer is 632. Now, multiply each digit in the top number by the bottom number. So we've got 44 times 8. So 4 times 8 is 32. So I'm going to put the 2 there and my 3 there. Now 4 tens times 8 again is 32. Add the 3. So 32 add 3 is 35. Right in the correct place value column. So I've got 35 tens and there we go. Use pen and paper or the boxes to calculate the answer to each word problem. Jim has 8 pieces of wood, each measuring 72 centimeters in length. What is the combined length of all 8 pieces? So it's 72 times 8. Remember, write in the correct place value column. 72 times 8. 8 times 2 is 10. Put the 0, 10. I think I'm falling asleep. 16. Put the 6. Carry the 1. 7 tens times 8 is 56. Add the 1. 57. So 576. Right, 97 times 7 on the next one. 97 times 7. 7 times 7 is 49. Put the 9, carry the 4. 9 times 7 is 63. Add the 4, 67. So there's my 6. There's my 7. So 679. I'm just going to do these two and I'm going to mark it. I'm going to leave the rest up to you, okay? So you've got to practice. The more you practice this method, the better you will be. We can use the short multiplication method to multiply any large number by a single digit. Let's use a 3-digit number this time. So 654 times 7. We multiply each digit in the top number by the bottom number starting on the right. First multiply the ones. 4 times 7 is 28. 28 is 2 tens and 8 ones. So write 8 in the ones column and 2 in the tens column under the line. Then multiply the tens. 7 times 5 tens equals 35 tens. Don't forget to add the 2 tens below the line. 35 tens plus 2 tens is 37 tens. So write a 7 in the tens column and in the 3 and a 3 in the hundreds column. Then we multiply the hundreds. 7 times 6 hundreds is 42 hundreds. Don't forget to add the 3 hundreds below the line. 42 hundreds plus 3 hundreds equals 45 hundreds. So it's 4,578. Now, we're going to have a go at this. So we've got 2 times 6, which is 12. Put the 2, carry the 1. Next step, 8 tens times 6. So on our 8 times 6 is 48, add the 1, 49, so we put the 9 there, 4 here, Next step, 5 times 6 is 30. Add the 4 is 34. There we go. Now, I've done an example for you. I'm going to leave these to you, but just remember, look, I'm going to show you how to write it out. Correct place value column, 357 times 4. Let's do this one together. 4 times 7 is 28. There's my 8. There's a 2. 5 times 4 is 20. Add the 2, 22. And carry the 2 over. 3 times 4 is 12. Add the 2, 14. 1,428. But you've got to look at the place value columns carefully when you do these calculations. Fill in the missing numbers in these short multiplication problems. Remember, the more you practice, the better you will get. I'm going to start with this one here. This is what I'm going to model to you. I'm going to leave the rest because it's got 2 missing, okay? So I'm going to show you how we do this. So 5 times 4 is 20. Put the 0, carry the 2. 8 times 4 is 32. Add the 2 is 34, so you carry the 3 over. 7 times 4 is 28. Add the 3 is 29, 30, 31. Okay? You still use the same method. Ignore the numbers that are already there. Imagine that they're not there at all, and then you complete the calculation. That way you'll get the right answer, and obviously you're taking it a step at a time. I've said each step out loud. If that helps you, do that. Make sure. Start at the ones, then the tens, then the hundreds. Your place value you need to get correct. If not, your whole answer will be wrong. The more you practice your times tables, the better you will be. If you're struggling to remember your times tables, you can always have a sheet where you've got all your times tables, or you can write them down. For example, first question is looking at the 3 times tables. If I don't know my 3 times tables, I can always write them down on a piece of paper before I go to do the question. Okay? Use what you've got. Read in the weighing scale and calculate the missing values. 1 chocolate bar weighs something grams. 6 chocolate bars weigh, and how much less than 200 grams do 6 chocolate bars weigh? So this is basically what you're going to have to do here, is work out the weight of 1 chocolate bar. So that at the moment, if I look here, that's going to be 30 in between there. Those are 2s. So that's touching 2, 4, 24 roughly. So if I say it's 24, I need to times it by 6 to get that answer. So you would have to use the column multiplication method here. I'm going to leave this as a challenge. Hanif did really well in the challenges, and he actually got back to me with an email. I'm really impressed with that, with what he did. Everyone else, drop an email with a challenge. Let's see how well you do, okay? Solve this. Let me see what you get. All the best. Take care, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video.